Ladies, gentlemen, and you beautiful in-betweens, hello and welcome to BattleTech. I'm Calmputer, and I think that Intro Cinematics shows off the lore of the BattleTech universe quite well. We discovered a way to jump between star systems, and then used that technology to expand into what is now known as the Inner Sphere. Thousands of star systems, I think. Maybe it's... Don't quote me on that number, but there's a lot. And we never discovered any other civilizations out there. There are planets with oxygen atmospheres, but no intelligent life. No one to make war with. So, as we humans are wont to do, we decided to start making war on ourselves again. As always, it's an age-old hell when you think about it. And it is now 900 years later, and the golden age of mankind kind of ended 300 years ago. And to the point where most mech designs are 300 years old. We are starting to get a few newer designs coming out, but yeah, they're not as powerful as the old ones. So if you get like a Star League era mech, it's gonna pummel anything it sees. But all that aside, this is a strategy game, unlike MechWarrior, which is a simulation, sorry, I flubbed that word. And yeah, we've had a lot of MechWarrior games, but this is the first, like, the original BattleTech was a strategy game, a tabletop strategy game, kind of like Warhammer, but with less figures, if you will. And we've had one or two. I think the Mech Commander games are the closest to BattleTech, I suppose, but they were real-time strategy games, whereas this is a turn-based one. And as for this this particular installation of the game, we can get mods. I haven't installed any because I kind of want to get a feel for the vanilla game first, and then maybe dip my toe into modding if I find anything that is missing, let's say. That said, we do have 3 DLCs installed: Flashpoint, Urban Warfare, and Heavy Metal. Not entirely sure how they will go into the campaign, but we shall see. So, without further ado, let's start. Yes, anew. Now, I backed this Kickstarter in 2015, but I never actually played it. Or when it came out in 2018, I may have played like 1 or 2 hours. Not really sure why I stopped, but maybe I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll go like, oh right, that's why I decided to stop playing. Or maybe it was simply a matter of, I don't know, some other game distracted me for a moment. Anyway, or could be that my computer stopped working at that time. Also possible. Who knows? Anyway, start game. Standard campaign. A high guts skill lessens the time a mech warrior needs in the med bay and lowers the chance that mortal injuries are fatal. Doesn't the idea of a mortal injury kind of, because it has mortal, it would be deadly? Fatal? I digress. Another cutscene? I think so.
I am Kamea of House Urano, High Lady of the Aurigan Reach, Protector of Coromidere, and the Sword of Restoration. But I am not a hero, no matter what the stories say. A hero would have sacrificed more, compromised less. A hero would have done better. You know this, of course. You were there. My father used to tell me stories about the ancient times, about the Star League, a golden age of prosperity, upheld by the great mech warriors of old, guardians of the innocent, protectors of the peace. I always dreamed of following in their footsteps. I I was too young to see the truth of things. After all, it wasn't heroism or a noble cause that won me the throne. It was hiring a mercenary, skilled enough, perhaps ruthless enough, to carry the day. Hiring you. I still don't know if you fought for honor or for the thrill of it, for belief in my cause, or just in my money. But whether it was your noble heart or mercenary mind, your actions gave us hope. That makes you a hero in the eyes of history. Whether you believe it, that's up to you.
I'm loving the art style. It's amazing. Welcome to the Aurigan Reach. The Aurigan Reach is a small kingdom in the Rimward periphery. Oh, yes, Rimward. Let's see. It's if you have a map, this is Coreward. This is Rimward because the rim of the galaxy is this way, and then there's Spinward and Anti-Spinward. So it's not north, south, east, and west. It's Coreward, Rimward, Spinward, Anti-Spinward. Anti-Spinward should have a better name, but I digress. Rimward periphery, so we're down here towards House Liao, I suspect, maybe? Or... maybe I'll figure it out whether it's Marique territory or Davion territory. We'll see. A region of space that lies at the outskirts of the more densely colonized inner sphere. Oh, so it's outside. Never mind. It is home to the Aurigan Coalition, a federation organized around a parliamentary monarchy and ruled by the Arano family. For 3 generations, under the rule of House Arano, the Aurigan Coalition has remained a relatively peaceful corner of the periphery. It's here your story begins. So the periphery is basically just outside the inner sphere. Hence the name, periphery. It's peripheral. Basically, if you want to set a story in the BattleTech universe, that's where you do it, because anything goes. But, again... Oh, decades ago, your family came to the Reach from... We can go with House Kurita, or Marique, Federated Sons, Lyran Commonwealth, Capellan Confederation, Magistracy of Canopus, Taurian Concordat, Rimward Periphery, the Deep Periphery. Not Free Wrestle-Hate Republic. Well, mostly armless. I went with Free Worlds League, and with campaign, it was obviously Federated Sons. Shall we go Steiner? Never Liao. Don't ever go Liao. MechWarriors who hail from the Lyran Commonwealth tend to be hardy, well-equipped, and well-trained, though they have also earned a reputation for not being particularly strategic thinkers on the battlefield. Yeah, that's because you get elevated based on your bloodline, not your actual... They're not... how should I phrase this? People who are good strategic thinkers aren't always part of the ruling class, and therefore don't get to command on the battlefield. So, yeah. Wealth is the greatest strength of the merchant princes of the Lyran Commonwealth, ruled by House Steiner. Despite a number of humiliating defeats in the first 2 succession wars, the Lyran Commonwealth has bounced back thanks to the combined strength of its economy, the biggest of the 5 great successions. Oh, right. They would be a little bit better than the Davions, yeah, or the Paritas. And its control over the inner sphere's largest functioning battle mech factories. What the Lyran Commonwealth may lack in military prowess, it makes up for in raw numbers and industrial scale. I think we're gonna go with Steiner. Yeah, we left because they wouldn't listen. That's what we're gonna go with. You are of noble birth, Though immigrants to the Aurigan reach, your family soon established a comfortable presence in a small backwater system on the edge of the Aurigan space. By the time you were born, your family had become de facto ruling nobility of the system's only inhabited planet. You were the oldest child, heir to the family's titles and ancestral battle mech, an old blackjack BJ-1. Wait, could we... Oh. Yes, it's a nice mech, if you can get it, but I think we'll probably eventually upgrade to something heavy. This is where you met Raju Mastiff Montgomery, I expect that's him, a veteran of the Succession Wars, whom your parents hired on for a season to train you as a mech warrior. Raju was strict but capable, and you quickly became a skilled pilot under his tutelage. It was an uneventful life. Well, I expect that's going to change. Oh, until the day after your 16th birthday, when you were exiled, we get plus gunnery and plus tactics. You stole away with the family blackjack, yeah. You struck out on your own. We get piloting and tactics. Alright, Oh, you can hover over these to find out what they actually do. Piloting increases melee hit chance and base sprint distance. It also improves the threshold of stability that triggers unsteady. That, if I recall, if you get like just hammered by a bunch of LRMs, you can actually get knocked over in this game, which doesn't happen in MechWarrior games normally. I think maybe it did in 3 and 4, but certainly not in 2 and not in 5. It's an interesting thing because when you're knocked over, you take more damage if someone decides to just come up and kick you. And finally, one night, yes, you stole the blackjack. Your family went bankrupt, tactics and guts. Your family died in an accident, piloting and guts. Your family was betrayed, gunnery and guts. Guts, that's the one, yes, increased penalty, reduces penalty from weapon recoil and increases the threshold of heat that triggers. Oh, that sounds nice. Your family was betrayed and its seat of power destroyed. You defeated the betrayers, but you were... Oh, so we actually did defeat them. Not betray them. We defeated them. But I'm also the sole surviving member of my house, and why didn't I return to start ruling them then? I mean, I think I'm gonna go with this one. It's unfortunate that I don't have any parents, but anymore, or family. I mean, I could have had brothers and sisters as well. But yeah, I like a little bit of a tragic story there. Yeah. Oh, out on your own, you fell into the life of a Aurigan Coalition soldier, frontier pirate, no, Solaris gladiator, inner sphere mercenary, frontier freelancer, merchant guard, piloting, tactics. What's the difference then? Solaris gunnery, wait. Piloting, tactics, gunnery, guts, gunnery. You took your skills as a mech warrior to the famed arena planet of Solaris 7. There you eked out a living as a gladiator, fighting for the crowd in minor arenas, getting by from paycheck to paycheck. That doesn't sound very nice. But it does give us gunnery. Higher skill is an effective counter to evasion and environmental effects that hamper targeting. Good skill to have. Inner sphere mercenary or merchant guard, I think. You sign on as a guard for a small trading guild, providing security for the guild's caravan-made trading runs. As the guild's caravan-made trading runs between the inner sphere and the periphery. Yeah, I think I want to stick around in the periphery, so let's go with that. Until years later, you cross paths with Roger Mastiff Montgomery once again, while escorting a supply caravan to a small outpost on the outskirts of the Aurigan Reach. You were set upon by pirates and left for dead. Raju happened to be visiting the capital city and picked you up your distress call. Upon rescuing you, he offered you a job in the house around a royal guard. So it is that you find yourself reunited with your old mentor, preparing your ancestral BattleTech. Oh, it's arrived, good. For guard duty on the coronation day of Lady Camilla Arana. That all sounds good. Wow, call sign. Calm. J. Iron Leaf. Let's go with that. Sure, she. That sounds good. I like the red hair. Yeah. And here we can see what we've actually chosen. Decades ago, your family was... Yeah. Yada yada yada. We get no bonus from that, but we do get gunnery, guts, and piloting. That's nice. But no tactics. Which is probably why we were defeated by those pirates. Let's be real here. Confirm. Okay, the High Lord Tamati Arano II is dead. The Aurigan Reach is left at an uncertain crossroads. Once prosperous, it is now a kingdom in decline, surrounded by powerful neighbors. Lord Santiago Espinosa, brother-in-law of the late High Lord, is convinced that the slow-moving Council of Founding Houses must be dissolved. His proposed directive would constrict each... I could not read all that. However, the High Lord's heir, the noble Lady Camilla Arano, is determined to rebuild the Reach without transforming it into an authoritarian state. She refuses to enact her uncle's directive and has rebuked his vehement pleas to reconsider. On the morning of the Lady Arano's ascension to the throne, her loyal captain of the guard, Raju Mastiff Montgomery, makes preparation to escort her safely to the coronation process that awaits in Cordia City. Wow. Puts my reading skills to the test, does it? Doesn't it, actually? And my speaking skills, which are horrendous. Recently founded in 3024, the Grayson Carla... Never mind. Prepping for combat, so we're jumping straight in with both feet first. And this is the Blackjack. By the way, just so you know.
Command interface initiated.
Thank you. Move the mouse to the edge of the screen or use WASD to move the camera. Let's see what we have here. Use the right mouse button or Q or E to rotate. I wanted to look. Wow, that's... wow. Anyway. Okay, Calm. I had the Espinosa refit yards rush the repairs on your Blackjack. Looks like it's all in one piece, but we should run some diagnostics on it, just to be sure. Standard field test, you know the drill. More importantly, though, I want to tell you more about the job I brought you out here to do. Now, do me a favor and get the BattleTech moving. Let's see if there's any kinks in the actuators. Thank you. What made me a little bit annoyed is this. That it moves the... That's frustrating. Let's look at you. That's a nice model. Also, 90 degrees. I'm not sure that the Blackjack can do that in the lore, but what do we have over here? An urban mech? Oh, test dummy. That makes sense. Basically all they're good for, except for if they have an AC-20. Click on the MechWarriors portrait or press tab to cycle between available units. So,
I'll come right out and say it, kid. I wasn't completely honest with you the other day. There's gonna be more to this job than escort duty.
Wait, is that Deadeye's voice actor from MechWarrior 2 Mercenaries? It sounded very much like him. Okay, so left click to choose a place to go, and then we can choose which direction to aim or like look in. That's good. Hello. I brought you here because there's something wrong in the capital. It's been too quiet since High Lord Tamati's funeral, and I'm worried about Lady Kamea's safety during her coronation process. Anyway, looks like your actuators check out. Let's conduct a weapons test. Target one of those burnt out old urban mechs and open fire.
Like I was saying, I can't prove anything, but my gut tells me something's off, and a warrior trusts their instincts.
Fair. Let's see, select the target with your mouse or press tab to cycle between targets. Click fire when ready. Ah, I selected, then fire. Nice, Alpha.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Good shot. Your guns are in working order, at least. Clearly. And then we have a moving target as well. I've been training Lady Arano since she was 14 years old. She can be naive at times and proud, but I have no doubt that she'll be a just and effective ruler. It's on us to see her safely to Cordia City. I'll rest easier once she's in the capital with her cousin Victoria by her side. Lady Victoria, well, she's only been training under me for a single season, but she's already shaped herself into one of the strongest mech warriors I've ever seen. Reminds me a lot of you, truth be told. Thank you. Anyway, we should run a check on your targeting computer, not systems. You see the drone over there? The one moving through the tree line. Put some hurt on it for me. And then when it turns, take it out with your rear angle shot. Rear angle shot? After it's done, we'll keep moving. What? I mean, sure.
Kamea's like a daughter to me, and her late father, High Lord Tamati, was a good friend.
You are going to shoot that.
All weapons committed.
Well, that didn't do much. Rear angle. I only have all of these, a melee and a death from above. Oh well.
All weapons committed.
Notes cover, structure, yeah.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Oh good. Nice shot. Now I don't know how familiar you are with the Aurigan politics, but the Reach was badly shaken by High Lord Tamati's death. It needs a smooth transfer of power, and Kamea belongs on the Cormorant throne. Go ahead and fire up your jump jets, kid. I want to see you descend this cliff face. Aim for that patch of ground there near the edge of the lake.
Victoria pulls no punches, but she's been a loyal companion to Kamea since they were kids.
Oh,
aside from you, there's no one I'd rather have by my side in a fight.
So it automatically decides that, oh, this would be a good time to have jump jets.
Enemy detected.
Heat critical. Oh,
Jump jets build a lot of heat, and that was more than your engine could handle. Head on into that water. We need to get you cooled off.
hello. Warning, plasma leak detected, jump jet malfunction, jump jet system damage, system inoperable until repaired. Typical. Oh, for the love of all the gods. This is what I get for insisting on a rush job. Now that I had, not that I had much choice, The Espinosa refit yards were backlogged like you wouldn't believe. It looked like they were trying to process every single Royal Guard mech in time for the coronation. That's what I call a red flag. But, alright. There isn't any time to get your jets replaced, so we're gonna have to make do without them. Go ahead and take that mech down with a melee attack. I want to be sure nothing else is... Wait, I don't have any arms. Fine. I want to make sure nothing else is gonna break down on your blackjack before we take it out on the Cormorant Road. Yeah, click the melee target reticle on the enemy or press V to cycle through melee targets, then click the attack button. Oh wow, it's already decided that I should be using that. Okay. Melee attack using piloting skill to hit, ignores evasive, hit removes guarded, deals damage and stability damage. Wow, that looks weird.
Engaging. Attacks.
That's one way to do melee. Lead with the cockpit. Right. Good hit. At least that's solid. Alright. One last test. I want you to take your blackjack up to a sprint and evade my attacks. Live fire exercise?
If something goes wrong today, I want to know that your mech can maneuver.
So you're gonna destroy it. See, the further you move, the more evasive charges you will gain. Each evasive charge makes you harder to hit. That's nice, but like... Sprint. Oh, it decides that I should be... Oh, no. It's just the game has decided that I'm gonna sprint now, so I don't get a choice in the matter. Good. Let's flee.
Full throttle.
Okay, so he hit me. Congratulations, Com. Your blackjack's as combat ready as it can be, given the circumstances. For what it's worth, I hope that my suspicions turn out to be unfounded. I'm guessing they're not gonna be. And we end the day having a good laugh about what a paranoid old man I've become. If not, then I know that you'll be ready. Alright, it's time to move out. Lady Arano is waiting for us at the mech bay.
An impressive display, Sir Raju. Of course, this mech warrior was a student of yours. I'd expect them to know their way around a cockpit.
This seems to be a 9A. Anyway, yes, we are... Can I just... I can click sprint and then move over there. Hello.
Full throttle.
Come, allow me to introduce Kamea Arano, soon-to-be High Lady of the Aurigan Coalition. Is Lady Victoria on this channel? For the time being, my father has summoned me to the Picton docks. I have a fleet inspection and a tour of the family refit yards to preside over before the coronation. Behold the responsibilities of a noble daughter, a fount of tedium that never runs dry. I know the feeling, cousin. By this time tomorrow, I'll be responsible for the entire reach. I'm guessing that's not gonna happen. Give your best to your father, give my best to your father, and don't be late for the tourney. The gambling dens have already taken bets on how long it'll take me to cripple that customized monstrosity you pilot. Oh, so there's rivalry between them too. Laughing. Bold words, cousin. But the only victory they'll be celebrating is mine. You may be ascending the throne today, but my Kaga is more than a match for the family heirloom that you call a battle mech. And in the arena, I reign supreme. We'll see, cousin, we'll see. At any rate, I will see you at the tourney grounds. Sir Raju, I'm ready to go when you are. Overland, along with the Cormorant Road, as is the Arano tradition. Oh, that's... So, the tradition is that you are to be vulnerable on the day of your coronation. Great. Hi, Camilla. We'll get you there in one piece. Calm, following behind me. I'm damaged. And remember what I told you? Yes. Actually, what did you tell me? You told me a lot. What specifically am I supposed to remember? Except everything. Okay, never mind then. Fine. Still racking my brain.
I remember the Aurigan reach of old, the time of the great expansion. I was just a boy then. Proudly we went forth, bringing the light of our coalition to so many systems. And for what? To see our great kingdom slowly waste away? Year after year, the Council deliberates while our economy falters, and the wolves bay at every door, while covetous neighbors plot against us. Well, I say, it can go no further. We are here today because if Lady Orana will not act, someone must. I know what I'm asking of you. You will face former comrades, or even loved ones, on the battlefield. I take up arms against my own niece. But remember, today we sacrifice so that tomorrow we can return our kingdom to its proper glory, to its proper strength. So should you fall tonight, know that you did so as true heroes of the Reach. To your stations, for the Directorate!
Well, great. Times of peace have always been considered stagnation for people who have ambitions. And I think that's where we're going to end today's video. It is clear that we are going into another mission, and I think I want to go into that with a clear mind. And so, without further ado, ladies, gentlemen, and you beautiful in-betweens, I've been Calmputer, this has been BattleTech, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.